What's up guys, this is TheJuancaBar here, bringing you an underused battle against a YouTuber named Mulvone19. Now, looking at his team, he has that, that fire, water, grass core, which is basically the best synergy in the game. So, very strong team here, but looking at my team, it's very well built. I kind of bluff some stuff here, like the Chandelure and the crocodile. So the thing is here is that I always lead off with Chandelure just to bluff the scarf, because that's basically what Chandelure and this team it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be as a lead. Teams actually they think it's scarf, but it's actually specs. And as you can see, this Shadow Ball does a lot to this Swampert, and this is Chandelure's first victim of many in this battle. As you can see, it's a clean 2-hit KO. Chandelure's putting in work and stuff. Spec Chandelure, it can 1-hit KO or 2-hit KO anything in the meta game. So it's a dead Swampert. I don't gotta worry about that no more. So here comes his Nidoking. Now, the way he brought it in, it makes me think it's Choice Scarf. So I'm gonna switch out, and he's gonna go for the Earth Power. I resist that, and other than that, Cresselia can pretty much take anything that this Nidoking throws at her. So in comes the Roserade. This gives me a free opportunity to go for the Light Screen, because Nidoking can't do anything. So predicting the sleep powder, I'm gonna go into my own Roserade, because I don't want anything to sleep in my team. But I predict that very well. Here comes the sleep powder, and even if we went for the HP fighting or the Leaf Storm, it wouldn't do as much because the light screen is up. So I'm gonna switch out into my Machamp. Basically, this team actually revolves a lot more with Machamp, because I just built it like that, But in comes the Mew. He knows that I don't want to stay in there, but I'm just gonna stay in there because I do have the payback. And in Smogon, Machamp doesn't carry the payback, but this is actually a sub Machamp that I have from OU, but it still works in underused, and as you can see now, it did a whole lot to Mew. So since he's at +2, I'm gonna go and fodder out my Roserade, so that it gives me an open window to bring in my crocodile and revenge kill it. So I'm just gonna fodder this Roserade out. I don't think it serves a lot of use right now, so that's why I foddered this Pokemon out, because looking at his team, Roserade can't really knock out anything, nothing that can work. I don't know. So down goes Roserade. It's 5-5, and now I'm gonna revenge kill it. So I get I use the Crunch, dead Mew. I'll get the Moxie boost, but it won't matter because his Zapdos will come in, and I won't stay in on his Zapdos. So yeah, in comes his Zapdos, and I'm gonna switch on to my Cresselia, because I'm pretty sure that's the best thing I could switch into, because Zapdos is actually Cresselia is actually really good at walling, special attackers and whatnot. So my light screen went off, and here I make a good play, and went for the Thunder Wave, because I thought, okay, if he used agility, I might as well paralyze that as well. But in goes his Victini. So yeah, I paralyzed that Victini, and it gives me an open window to go for the Reflect. And as you can see, he's gonna go for the V-Create, and it won't do a third to me. That looks like a 4-hit KO from that range. But anyways, predicting his switch out to something else, I'm gonna go into my Machamp, because I know Victini won't stay in and get anything. What am I trying to say here? Just forget it. So predicting this switch, I am gonna go into well, no, I'm gonna go for the substitute because I know that Victini doesn't want to stay in there because I do carry the payback and the Stone Edge. So he does go for the Earth Power on my sub. It breaks it, obviously, and I'm gonna go for the Dynamic Punch just to get some confusion in because this Nidoking actually is kind of threatening to my team. Looking at it, but it is Choice Scarf, so obviously I'm gonna go into my Cresselia and basically, you know, resist that, and it gives me another open window to do whatever I want to. Either like I can make a double switch, or I can set up more screens. So he's confused. He doesn't hit himself. He doesn't go for the Earth Power again. That is fine. I resist that and all that. So predicting a switch out because he can't do anything to me, I'm gonna go into my Crocodile just to see, you know, what he wants to switch in, if he wants to switch into Roserade or anything like that. And in fact he does. He goes into Roserade because I don't know. And here I make a really awful play. I thought he might want to switch on to Zapdos, predicting like the Earthquake or anything like that. But now that I think of it, I should have like, you know, went for the Earthquake just to get into his sash. You know, it wouldn't matter. He would still put me to sleep anyways. But nevertheless, it was an awful play. So I'm going to my Chandelure because I don't think this Chandelure can do anything to me. And he's gonna switch into his Zapdos right now. And right here, Chandelure is gonna wreck. Because he's gonna go for this Choice Specs Overheat, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is a roasted Zapdos. So this is victim number 2 of Chandelure's power right here. Swampert and Zapdos got to see the almighty power of Specs Chandelure, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, this Chandelure is very powerful indeed. So he comes as Victini because he knows that I'm choice, you know, I'm choice item, whatever. So for some reason I kind of knew he was going for the V-Crate because he knows that I couldn't do anything to him. So that was a good play. I went into my Machamp, you know, just as just to switch out because I can't really do anything to Victini if I just keep going for Overheat. And in fact, he does take me out. I don't have screens up, I don't have anything up, so that was obviously a one-hit KO from that range. So I'm gonna just go into my Chandelure again, and yet again Chandelure is gonna kill something right now. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this Chandelure is taking out half of his team. Yeah, so he already took half of his team out. So Chandelure goes down, no big deal. But he does have that Nidoking, so I'm gonna have to switch out of there. So yeah, in comes his bow down to King, but Chandelure doesn't bow down to anybody. He's gonna switch out because can't do anything to him. He's choice Scarf, so I mean I'm afraid of the Earth Power, but the switch to Cresselia was obvious, so that was a good play. He goes for the Fire Blast. Looks like a 3-hit KO from there. So here, make a good play, and knowing that he's locked into Fire Blast, I am gonna go for the Lunar Dance just to wake up Crocodile and finish off this game. So yeah, I go for the Lunar Dance, and you know what Lunar Dance does. It basically, you know, you sacrifice your Cresselia. You switch into something that's weak or is like with a status move, and it's just gonna get all that HP back and gonna relieve that status. So in my case, I am full health, but you know I'm asleep, and the lunar dance effect cure the sleep, woke me up. I'm ready to clean up this game. So I'm gonna go for the Earthquake because Nidoking and Victini will get knocked out by Earthquake from Crocodile, and yeah, and other than that, this is a Choice Scarf Crocodile, so this is why I kind of, you know, make that little bluff, you know, with Chandelure and Crocodile, because most people don't even run like 2 Scarfs or anything like that, so people think that Chandelure is Scarf or Kugel is Choice Bandit, but that's not the case here. Very good game, Mulvone19. I enjoyed the battle. So yeah. Other things I have to say, I'm gonna start, you know, posting PO matches. I'm trying to get into PO because I'm not used to it, but I'm not really as good in PO as Wi-Fi. But you know, that's another story. But anyways, good game. Happy Mother's Day. Thanks. Don't forget to like, comment, rate, you know, subscribe, and we'll see you then. Peace.